Tariffs have become a major topic in global trade, especially during Donald Trump's presidency. Tariffs are taxes on imported goods, designed to make foreign products more expensive and encourage people to buy locally. This strategy is often used to protect local industries, boost domestic manufacturing, and reduce reliance on imports. Trump stood out as one of the strongest advocates of tariffs in international trade, asserting that they protect American industries, create jobs, and reduce trade deficits. This video will explore the brief history of tariffs in the United States, how they work, and why Trump placed such a strong emphasis on them. Tariffs have been around since the birth of the United States. Back in the 1700s, tariffs were one of the main sources of revenue for the US. The Tariff of 1789, one of the first laws passed by the US Congress, was created to generate revenue and support the federal government. Eventually, tariffs became a key part of US economic policy, helping to fund infrastructure, military expenses, and other government needs. However, with the introduction of income taxes through the 16th Amendment in 1913, tariffs gradually lost their role as the main source of federal revenue. During the Great Depression, the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act of 1930 raised tariffs on thousands of imported goods to protect American industries. However, other countries retaliated with their own tariffs on US products, resulting in a nearly 66% decline in global trade. Over the next few decades, the United States gradually shifted away from high tariffs, especially after World War II. The US played a key role in establishing global trade agreements, such as the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade in 1947 and later the World Trade Organization in 1995, to promote free trade and economic cooperation. However, tariffs remained a tool in US trade policy, used in specific cases to protect industries or address unfair trade practices. In recent years, tariffs have once again become a major topic in international trade, particularly during Donald Trump's presidency. A tariff is a tax imposed on imported goods to make them more expensive and protect domestic industries. When a foreign product enters the US, the government slaps a tax on it. This increases the cost of imported products, giving American-made goods a competitive advantage. While tariffs protect domestic industries, they also result in higher prices for consumers. Consequently, the burden of these tariffs ultimately falls on everyday consumers. For example, if the United States imposes a tariff on steel from China, American companies that rely on that steel face higher costs. To cover these higher costs, they often raise the prices of their products, such as cars or appliances. As a result, consumers ultimately pay more for these goods. You might be wondering, are tariffs legal? The answer is yes, but they come with restrictions. The World Trade Organization sets rules for global trade, allowing countries to impose tariffs within certain limits. It also ensures that tariffs are applied fairly and do not lead to trade disputes. Despite this, Donald Trump frequently criticized the World Trade Organization, claiming it treated the United States unfairly. He believed that the US was at a disadvantage in global trade and saw tariffs as a way to restore balance. His administration even blocked the appointment of new judges to the WTO's dispute settlement body, which reduced its ability to resolve trade disputes effectively. While Trump is often associated with tariffs, he's not the only US president to use them. Franklin Roosevelt implemented tariffs during the Great Depression, and in the 1980s, Ronald Reagan imposed tariffs on Japanese electronics to protect American industries. Additionally, William McKinley, the 25th President of the United States, was a strong advocate of high tariffs and was often referred to as the Tariff King. He believed that imposing taxes on imports would protect American industries from foreign competition, stimulate business growth, create jobs, and strengthen the economy. However, Donald Trump took the use of tariffs to a whole new level. His approach is often compared to that of William McKinley. In 2018, during his presidency, he imposed tariffs worth billions of dollars on Chinese goods, making him one of the most tariff-focused presidents in modern history. In the early days of his second term, Trump introduced additional tariffs on Mexico, China, and Canada to further emphasize his commitment to protect American industries and address what he saw as unfair trade practices. His tariff plan is a key part of his America First policy, which prioritizes domestic industries, job creation, and economic self-sufficiency. However, the impact of this strategy yielded mixed results. Moving on, let's talk about China. Over the past few decades, China has grown into a major economic power, challenging the United States' position as the world's leading economy. The US faces a substantial trade deficit with China, importing far more than it exports. In 2024, the trade deficit in goods with China reached $295.4 billion, the highest among US trading partners. Donald Trump viewed tariffs as a tool to address China's expanding economic influence. By imposing tariffs on Chinese goods, he aimed to support American manufacturing and reduce the trade deficit. However, China is no longer just a manufacturing powerhouse, it has also become a global leader in technology and innovation. This adds another layer of competition, as the US and China both strive to lead in key technology sectors, including artificial intelligence, semiconductor development, and 5G technology. In an increasingly interconnected world, tariffs remain a double-edged sword. While they can protect domestic industries and promote local jobs, they can also disrupt global trade and strain relationships with key trading partners.